Coming up on Mountain News this morning, one southern Kentucky man was able to help stop a multi-state theft ring. And Perry County is working for better communication systems for first responders.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Good morning, I'm Olivia Calfee. The time is 5:30 on Friday, May 3rd. Now let's go ahead and send it over to meteorologist Tim Drawbridge for a look at your forecast this morning.
Happy Friday, Olivia, and everyone. It's a warm start to the day. It's kind of a recurring theme here in terms of warm starts. You know what's also going to be a recurring theme? Scattered showers and a few thunder showers, and you'll know why in the 7-day forecast as we proceed through the half hour. 64 degrees, a lot of clouds across eastern and southern Kentucky. Some showers also coming into play. We'll show you the radar in a moment. Temperature-wise this morning, a lot of us are in the 60s, as warm as 70 right now. In Jackson, mid-50s as you cross the state line. Grundy, check that Clintwood over toward Grundy. We check out the satellite radar composite with the loop this morning, and again, here are the clouds. Here are the showers that are now starting to creep across our western counties, I-75 points west, and we'll continue to see more moisture be drawn northward into the Commonwealth as we head through the next few days. Check it out, hour by hour planner for today. Breaks of sunshine, aka partly sunny, scattered showers and some thunder showers, and a forecast high in between hours here up to 77. More with the weekend forecast coming up in just a few moments. Olivia?
All right, Tim, thank you. In northeastern Tennessee, the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation has confirmed that they are investigating an inmate's death at the Campbell County Jail. According to TBI, this marks the second inmate death investigation in less than 2 weeks. Representatives with TBI told our sister station in Knoxville that 26-year-old Faith Evans died while in custody Monday morning. TBI has not released Evans' cause of death as the investigation is still ongoing. A man is accused of murdering a woman in a Madison County mansion has been found competent to stand trial. That ruling came during a hearing last week for Shannon Gilday following a psychiatric evaluation. Police say he broke into former state representative Wesley Morgan's home in 2022 and killed Morgan's daughter Jordan while she was asleep. Wesley Morgan was also injured. Gilday is scheduled to stand trial next May. An Eastern Kentucky mother charged in the death of her 17-month-old daughter is requesting a change of venue for her trial. Erica Lawson of Bell County claims media coverage has altered public opinion. Lawson is charged with murder. Her daughter Elena died of serious injuries in July. At the time, officials said they had never seen a case of child abuse so severe. Several people are in jail, and a Southern Kentucky Walmart associate is being honored after a multi-state theft crew was stopped. The crew was arrested by London police after being stopped at the Walmart store there. WYMT's Phil Pendleton spoke to the associate who stopped the crew and has more on what took place.
Walmarts can lose money to scammers, and a crew found in the London store is accused of big-time illegal activity in other states.
And these gentlemen here had actually hit a store in Missouri for $15,000. They'd hit a few stores in southeast Kentucky for $6,000, $3,000. They're very effective at what they do.
People are accused of using cash scams, and they will try to take money from the registers and quick changes or simply tricking associates.
They can look at our associates inside and see, hey, this person might be new, and typically they'll go to those newer associates and try to pull the wool over their eyes and trick them in a way to get some extra money from us.
I am told that this crew is originally from Eastern Europe, and they travel across multiple states, hitting numerous stores, causing losses of the tens of thousands of dollars all the way up to millions of dollars.
They would come in through the Caribbean or the southern states and then travel north to New York and then fly back to Eastern Europe after they've made their stops.
Binge was able to call London police, who along with the FBI charged the crew. Binge was honored for his actions Wednesday.
I'd just like to thank them. We're happy to help and support, and we're happy to make our community just a little bit more safe and accessible for everybody.
In Laurel County, Phil Pendleton, WYMT Mountain News.
We have made some calls to the FBI to find out more information about the crew that was charged. A Kentucky judge will not remove a court order that's been blocking executions in the state for more than a decade. In a ruling, the judge said he will not overturn the ban because there have been several changes to lethal injection regulations since 2010 when the ban took effect. The judge says there is constitutional questions about the new regulations that have to be settled. Kentucky Attorney General Russell Coleman says the ban should be lifted so that families of victims can see justice. Right now, there are about 24 inmates on Kentucky's death row. A London man is in jail after police say they found him carrying meth. Police received a complaint about a man walking in the middle of the road with a white bag. Officers were able to find 52-year-old Charles Miller just outside of the city limits. Miller was found in possession of meth. He was charged with possession of a controlled substance and taken to the Letcher County Correctional Center. Police say this was Miller's second offense for carrying meth. A Laurel County man is behind bars after police say he pushed a woman into a wall at a home off Walter Eversole Road. It happened Wednesday afternoon when sheriff's deputies responded to a complaint about an assault. During an investigation, police learned 22-year-old David Castile reportedly got into a verbal argument with the woman, which led him to pushing her. Castile was charged with assault and was taken to the Laurel County Correctional Center. A Knott County man is facing charges after police say he was stalking an officer's wife in a store in Perry County. On April 15th, Hazard Police received a complaint about the incident. 56-year-old David Sloan said he took some photos of the woman, then pulled out his phone and deleted one of the photos. Sloan was later taken to the police department for an interview. Police discovered Sloan had multiple videos of where he was filming women on his phone. And we're getting a first look at new fully functioning tornado sirens in Powell County. Officials say several of the life-saving tools didn't work during a severe weather outbreak last month. Grayson Passamore shows us how a team repaired nearly all of the sirens.
Powell County first responders have been working day and night to repair every tornado siren.
We wanted it last month, but you know, we're lucky to have it today, and it took some time to make it happen, but the day finally came. It did that we could test these sirens, and they work.
Larry Hall, the director of Powell County 911 operations, says within 3 weeks' time, they now have 11 of the county's 12 sirens fully operating.
These sirens are a great tool, especially for the tourists that we have. We have one in the Natural Bridge area. One of these sirens is at a local school, the Boyne Elementary. They're widespread, you know, because Powell County's rural.
Hall says community members filled April 9th's fiscal court meeting, pleading for functioning sirens after numerous tornadoes wreaked havoc across Kentucky last month. Funding was the biggest issue for county leaders, as each siren cost between $25,000 to $30,000. But Hall says after seeing their need, Estill County donated their siren surplus, and thanks to a group effort to install, repair, and test the radio and siren communications, the life-saving devices are back up and running.
Well, it was a great relief.
And the work doesn't stop here.
I want to pick a day monthly to test these. And I don't mean just through the summer months to spring months. I want to check these 12 months out of the year.
In Powell County, Grayson Passmore, WKYT.
Officials in Perry County are working to improve communication between first responders. The fiscal court signed a mutual aid agreement in hopes of making sure emergency situations are handled smoothly. Judge Executive Scott Alexander says since the July 2022 flood, they have sought ways to improve communication and to have multiple agencies work together. He says having new radios will help.
The grants will be used to update and purchase new radios that will be able to work along with the states. the radio systems that they have, and then therefore we have the mutual aid to where we could share the radio signals with them and have all of our first responders on the same channels that they are on. So it's a great grant, and it brings about a better response for this community.
Alexander says firefighters, police, EMS, and other first responders across the county will able to receive the radios. It's been 5 months since the new vehicle registration system, CAVIS, was introduced across the state. County clerks are saying they are still seeing some issues following this transition. Estill County Clerk Kimberly Charles says they've been seeing some of these problems firsthand.
There's been issues with the renewals getting sent out late. There's been some issues with some of the numbers balancing. It's been a tough transition for a lot of the clerks.
One woman in Madison County says she was one that received her renewal card late. She says she is now having to deal with the possibility of paying late fees because she was not informed about how to renew her tag. Madison County Clerk Kenny Barger says late penalties will be waived. And we have a pair of traffic alerts to pass along in Perry County. Kentucky 699 at mile point 10.095 will be closed on Tuesday at 8 a.m. until the following day at 10 p.m. This is near the intersection of Holbrook Lane and Deep Hole Branch Road. And Kentucky 7 at mile point 11.3 will be closed on May 14th from 8 a.m. until 10 p.m. the next day. The road closings are due to railroad crossing repairs. The historic engineer bridge in Corbin has been in use for decades, but recently it has shown needs of some renovations. Officials were up to the task and able to finish the work after a couple of weeks. Jeff Nance, who is the public works director with the city of Corbin, says the reason they decided to work on the bridge was because it was getting to a point where it was too dangerous.
The reason why we had to shut it down is that it was kind of getting where it was unsafe. The boards was getting unsafe, you know, and I was worried somebody might fall through, so we shut it down. And we went through our board and got everything approved to get it fixed. So
now that the bridge has opened back up, officials hope it will be a huge relief for the community. The pedestrian bridge is used for different activities in that area. And when we return, feeling super? Well, Nintendo is, especially with its upcoming theme park.
The weather may not be feeling super as we head through the next several days. Oaks today, Derby tomorrow, showers both days. We'll explain. Your first alert 7-day forecast is coming up after this.